Down the only road I ever known. Drifter, I was born to walk alone.
Well, welcome to those of you just tuning in. We're in the second inning here with nobody out. Nolan Arenado will stride forward to lead it off. And I'd imagine he'll do so with some tired legs after being out in the field for that last half inning.
Yeah, that was a killer. He could probably use a minute or two on the bench, but he gets pressed right back into action here.
Weaver looks in. Here's the 0-2. A little late on the fastball, but he's able to spoil that one off, and he'll get another chance. That misses, says the home plate umpire. 1-2. Where it misses, I'm not quite sure. Eric, you look at your former employers, the Dodgers, as they enter play here tonight. Well, they've been playing some pretty good baseball. 5-2 over their last 7.
And they're already well on their way to another win, and we've only played half an inning. I tell you, this team can score runs in bunches, and they're off to a fantastic start here.
Throw to first is in time for the first out. Steve Pierce will stand in for the first time now, and he's got that average up over the 300 mark to begin play.
This guy just keeps on rolling. You look at the season numbers, and they're excellent. 2 hits in yesterday's game to add to it.
Barely able to make contact. Down 0-2 now. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Too high. 1-2. Time for a look at the umpires working this one. Behind the plate is Darryl Parker.
Well, Matt, Darryl, he can have that moving strike zone at times. He calls a pretty good game overall, but I know people aren't always sure what he likes.
Well, it doesn't seem like it's taken him too long to get into his groove here. He's now struck out 3 of the first 5 guys he's faced, and I'd say that he's looking pretty strong early on.
Chase Utley will stand in now. Happy that this series is at home, no doubt, as you see his splits right there. Out in front of it, strike 1. Chop fouled over towards the coaching box.
Can't wait till late June. I'll be able to get the unlimited plan.
Throws him for strike 3, and that retires the side. It'll be Denard Span to lead us off when we return. And there is Denard Span. He'll lead things off as they look to perhaps build on an already sizable lead.
These guys have swung the bat extremely well in this one. They have to be careful, though, about getting comfortable. Still have to make every at-bat count.
Floyd is under it as he puts it away, and it's 1 pitch, 1 away to start the third. Stephen Piscotty steps in, working on a 1-for-2 game so far. Line towards center field.
Okay.
And that's in for his second hit of the afternoon. Another multi-hit game for him here tonight. No surprise there as we take a look at the league leaders in hitting.
Well, guys, he's one of the best in the league in that department right now. When a guy is seeing the ball like he is, as a pitcher, you pretty much just have to make the best pitches you can and hope he gets himself out. That obviously hasn't been the case in this one.
Third baseman number 7.
Michael Franco will dig in here. 2 for 2 with a double thus far.
Yeah, and I like the at-bats he's had. Looking very confident and fluid at the plate, Matt.
From the stretch, here's the pitch. Skied into straightaway right. Springer on the run, and he tracks it down. A nice running play to record the second out. And he'll make it up safely to third, so they're at the corners now with 2 men out.
The catcher, number 13.
Salvador Perez stands in with 2 on and 2 out here in the third.
And you know, some guys just get better with runners in scoring position and 2 outs. This is a big at-bat for him right here, even though it's still early.
High and deep to right center field. Schaefer looks up. See you later. Over the wall, a home run.
Deep, deep. Sugar.
So a 3-run shot to right center field. His second of the game as this lead got even wider.
Santa breaking down on the camel's back.
Talk about everybody having hits. Jeez. I think everybody in this lineup's going to have a home run before this one's done. That's 7 home runs as a team.
For the Dodgers,
Here's Jed Lowry now.
second baseman.
Yay.
Jed Lowry.
Hard liner towards short. So this won't get by the
That's-
shortstop as
will
he's there
be
to take it in
intermission.
for the third out. So 3
'Cause
runs.
I gotta get something done with this. Oh.
And this season
Sorry,
certainly
I'm
hasn't
back.
been all that kind to him as he enters play with the average down in the 230s.
Well, he's been hitting really well over his last 10 games or so.
It was.
And he's someone to watch
It
out for.
was already done with.
Weaver into the
Oh, man.
windup. Here it is on 0-1. That's taken. Now it's 0-2. Out in front as this is skied in the air to straightaway left. Ozuna is under it. Makes the play, 1 away.
Sugar.
Roberto Perez stands in as the new batter, and he's a guy that's really looking to break out in a big way. Hasn't been getting the results he or his club have been hoping for. Fastball too high to start him out here, 1-0. Now a fastball for a called strike. It's 1-1. Grounded up the first baseline, but a foul ball, 1-2 now. Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. And this is swung on and missed, his 5th strikeout already, and there are 2 gone in the inning. Taylor Jordan digs in with his team still looking at a 0 in the hit column.
Yeah, they just haven't been able to figure it out yet, but it's still early. We're seeing some pretty good pitching so far in this game.
Here's a swing and a high pop-up. Drifting toward the third base dugout. Franco is going to put this one away on the dirt in front of the dugout, and that ends the inning. Ian Desmond is ready here as we begin the top of the 4th.
Well, guys, they jumped out to that big lead early on in this game, but you really can't get comfortable. You have to keep putting pressure on.
Hit the other way out toward right field. Therefore, it is Springer, and he's got it for the first down.
Springer!
Marcell Ozuna will step in now. 2 for 2, including a home run thus far.
Yeah, having a pretty good one so far. We'll see if they pitch him any differently right here in this at-bat.
Line drive to center field. And another base hit for him. Now 3 for 3 in this one.
The pitcher,
The
number
pitcher,
36.
Jared Weaver, steps up to the plate in a sacrifice situation. So let's see if that is indeed on right here.
Textbook sack situation here, guys.
And they'll try and play for 1 here as he gets this one down. And good hustle to get over and tag him for the out.
Center fielder number 3.
So it's back to the top of the order now. And standing 4th is the left-handed hitting Denard Span. Here comes the first pitch. Shot towards second, but right there for it is the second baseman Utley, and that ends the inning. Dodgers retired on just 4 pitches. Brother Jordan Schaefer is set to lead us off in the home half of the 4th inning. And Weaver's ready. Here's the first pitch. Chop foul right at home plate. It's strike 1. The windup and the 0-1. Swung on and chopped up the middle. Gloved by Lowry. And a rather easy first out.
The right fielder, number
George
4.
Springer will dig in. 0 for 1 here in this one. Here's the first pitch to him. And he throws the fastball by him here. 0-1.
You know, I can't help but notice how much he's getting ahead of the hitters right now. I'm told he's throwing around 80% first pitch strikes. That's way above average.
Oh, got him to swing out of his shoes on that one. 0-2. A little bouncer. That rolls foul, so a good job to fight it off and stay alive. And a fastball blew it right by him, and there are 2 down.
Well, it's really not too hard to figure out what the game plan is on a guy like this. You cannot give him anything up around the belt that he can drive. So you're going to see that all 4 pitches are either mid-thigh or below, and that's right about where you're going to want to be pitching against a guy like this.
Cliff Floyd will stand in now with 2 away, trying to avoid another 1-2-3 inning.
Yeah, this has been total domination these past few innings. They haven't been able to mount any kind of threat
He's
whatsoever.
on domination.
Mets are still looking for their first hit of the ballgame. Gets on top of one here and chops it foul right at home plate. Down the third baseline. Throw to first in plenty of time, and the side is retired. Mets go down 1-2-3, but this one's pretty much over, 14-0. Stephen Piscotty heads for the box to start off the 5th in this one. Action in the Mets bullpen now. It's both a lefty and a right-hander that start to throw. In the air to right center and carrying well. Way back there now and gone. Home run.
You can put it on the board.
Solo shot to right center. Number 26 for him on the season as the blowout continues. Stepping in now, Jeff Bagwell. And he gets a hold of this one again to deep right field. Back goes Springer. Gone!
Springer! He's getting his number 500.
A solo shot here to straightaway right field. Career home run number 498. As they just continue to pour it on here. And look at this. With that deep drive, he's now only 2 home runs away from the magical number 500 for his career. He's got to be feeling a little pressure now as he's about to join some rather impressive company on the all-time list.
Well, and you're right, Matt. Some guys definitely will press a bit as they approach a milestone like this. But at the same time, he's proven to be a great professional over his career, so it might not affect him at all. I'm looking forward to see how he handles it.
Into the box, Maikel Franco. Hit hard up the middle, and that finds some outfield grass. It's a base hit. Salvador Perez stands in again here with 2 home runs already to his name in this one.
And you know what, Matt? He's just made it look so easy out there. I think they've got to change their approach right here. Use some caution or something.
Line toward the alley in left center. Schaefer is right there, 1 down.
The batter, number 8.
Jed Lowry ready for another at-bat now. He's 2 for 3 so far.
Yeah, and you can bet he'd love to get himself that 3rd hit. Those are the kind of games that puts a little extra pep in your step.
Hit hard towards second, and that one zips on through as he was in position, but he couldn't knock it down. Ian Desmond will stand in. He flew out his last time up. He's set. Here it comes. Now Desmond swings and hits a high fly ball with some carry on it to deep left field. And
too bad
nearly a
didn't get a little bit
shot.
less.
Instead, it's a foul ball. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Swing, line, drive. That's going to be trouble. Around third and being waved on home. The runner scores from second.
And you know, there are plenty of times when a team's not going to score 17 runs in a week. And these guys have got it done in 1 game so far. How about saving a few of those?
First offering on its way. Line drive to left. Floyd is there. Let's see if they test it. And a relay home. And he will just get his foot in there first.
Yes, sir, you do it.
Yeah, I don't know. I
Yeah.
they were going to send him on that ball. This was hit awfully hard, but they decided to roll the dice and take a chance to score him. And
He's
it's gonna wind up
rolling
paying off.
dice.
Jared Weaver steps in for a 4th plate appearance tonight, and why not? He's been in control all game.
Yeah, he's been in total control of this game, Matt. I see no reason to be going with anybody else out there on the mound right now.
Now a swing and a fly ball. And it'll fade just at the end and winds up a long foul ball. Another one fouled off, and he's quickly
Another one bites us.
A pause and the 0-2. Hit hard back up the middle.
Right to the pitcher.
Center field.
He almost got hit in the head.
And the runner scores from third as they extend their lead.
And that's 19 runs they've put up so far. And the way they're swinging the bats, there's no end in sight.
Denard Span steps in to try and keep things going now with a runner at first following the RBI single. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Line toward right center, and he dives to make a spectacular catch. What a play there to
He's
end the inning.
diving.
Worth a second look here as this is a beauty to end the inning.
Boing.
Nolan
You're up.
Arenado will stand in to start things out here in the home half of the fifth. And you get the sense, Steve, that this crowd's been pretty well taken out of the ballgame to this point.
Yeah, they pretty much had to sit on their hands all afternoon. Not a lot to get excited about so far. And I think that's a credit to that man out there on the mound. He's cut right through this lineup for the first 4 innings.
That's a ball.
And he lays off for ball one.
Well, that two-seam fastball ran a little too much off the plate, but now that sets him up to work with something away and maybe even an off-speed pitch.
On a good curveball, gets him swinging for out number one. So another exceptional effort for him on the mound. He's got the shutout working here, as we'll show you the league ERA leaders.
Yeah, and there he is in that 4th spot in the National League.
I think you might want to check that pitcher. He might have some substance that's illegal.
A guy with an ERA like he's carrying around.
Steve Pearce will stand in for the second time now as he looks at a called strike. It's 0-1. Tap foul at home plate. Weaver gets the sign, looking for the strikeout here on 0-2. That misses. 1-2.
Maybe a good opportunity here to show him a changeup, give him a different look.
And he struck him out. Good pitch there as he registers his 8th punch out of the ball game. So the first 2 are retired here for Chase Utley. First pitch hacking here, and that's the first strike.
Well on his way to another good inning right here, and you see the pitch count. It's not even close to being a factor just yet.
Swing and a little tapper. Foul ball. Strike 2. Swing and a miss. Blew the fastball right by him, and the inning is over. Brad
He was
Brock
blown
will
all
come on
right.
now to try and sort this mess out, as he'll likely be asked to go at least a few innings here. Stephen Piscotty will stand in yet again as we flash you back to the middle innings. This was a turning point here. A solo home run that was really one of the key at-bats of the ball game to this point. Springer ranging back. And
here they go, boom.
No chance to make a play on that
No
one.
chance of hell you got. No chance.
A solo shot here to straightaway right field. His 2nd home run of the game as this lead got even wider.
How's this for a welcome to the ball game? One pitch and see you later. I've got a feeling that's not what the manager had in mind.
Jeff Bagwell will stride in again as he looks to join a very elite list. We take you back to earlier. This was home run number 3 in the ball game as they'll try and join just a select few with 4 home runs in a single game. Schaefer ranging back, and this one is gone. A home run.
Now he's on the verge of joining some very elite company, to say the least, and that home run is number 499 in his terrific career.
And I bet he's feeling the pressure right now a little bit, EK. You know, when you're this close to entering something as exclusive as the 500 home run club, it gets harder and harder to pretend like it's just another home run every time you hit one. He's probably headed to the Hall of Fame no matter what happens, but he's going to want to get that 500th home run out of the way as quickly as he can.
Line toward the gap in left center. Now a dive, but he can't get there, and this is going to be trouble out there in left center.
He dived for nothing.
The catcher.
Well, these guys have been very
He wanted the
aggressive
dolphin
on the
dive.
fastball so far, and this is another example of it right here. You know, working the count is great and all, but if the guy's going to lay a fastball in there on the first pitch, no reason not to go after it, and he jumps all over this one.
Salvador Perez will stand in again as we flash you back to the early stages of this ball game. There were fans still finding their seats as he launched his second home run of the game as he was off to a fast start indeed. Oh, and he ignores the third base coach and heads for home. And he can't hang on to the ball here at home plate. And as a result, the run is in to score.
Yeah, he gave it all he had out there in the outfield. Watch as he tries to close on this thing. He leaps as high as he can, but it's just out of his reach. Run's going to come in to score, and what'll turn out to be an RBI double.
Here we go.
Here's Jed Lowry now. Drives it out to deep right center field. Schaefer looking up. Gone!
You can put it on the board.
So it's a two-run shot to right center, his second of the game, as the blowout continues.
They're blown out. Some steam.
Well, as an offense, you always wish that you could bottle whatever you've got going right now and take it into all your games. Whatever it is, sometimes guys just feed off one another. They start thinking, well, hey, if this guy can hit a home run, and then he hits a home run, when I get up there, maybe I can hit a home run too. And now that's 3 home runs they've struck for in this one inning.
Stepping in, Marcell Ozuna. He's already got 4 RBIs in this one. A leaping try, but it's out of his reach and into the outfield. Jared Weaver get a shot now in an RBI spot, so a chance to help his own cause here.
And he's got a hit in the game already, so he can handle the bat at least a little bit.
Lofted in the air out toward right center. Springer is there. Let's see if they try it. The relay throw, and no chance there. He'll make it to third.
No
safely.
chance of hell you got it.
Well, nobody's going to confuse this guy with Miguel Cabrera or Chris Davis, but with the runner on third, he doesn't have to hit the ball out of the ballpark. Just has to get one deep enough out there to deliver that run from third. That's nice going.
Denard Span stands in looking to kick the extra point, if you will, and make this a 7-run inning.
Oh, man, it feels like this inning might never end, Matty.
Here's a line drive that's going to get over the head of Hardy and into left center field for a base hit. Notch 1 in the score column as the runner from third crosses the plate.
Apparently, they're not done yet. This is now a 7-run inning. They've gotten contributions from almost everybody up and down that lineup.
First pitch coming. Here it is. Pitch swung on and hit in the air. And this is going to find the alley as he might have himself his second double of the ball game. Around third, here's Span for the plate. And they're not going to get him. He's in there at the plate.
And everything's going right for these guys right now. This has turned into an 8-run inning. They've just blown the doors off of this one.
Jeff Bagwell will stand in yet again, and he's looking for history now. We take you back to his last home run. This was his 4th of the ball game, and it needn't be said that 5 in a game has never been done before.
Third baseman number 7.
Striding in and working on a terrific performance in this one, Maikel Franco. And we'll see if he can put together a rare 5-hit performance here. And here's another ball well hit. This one to left field. The onslaught will continue as this is going to be another home run. So a 3-run blast to straightaway left. Home run number 42 on the season as they just continue to pour it on here.
My goodness, it's not too often that you're going to see an outburst like this. That's 4 home runs in this inning alone. I don't know if the wind's picked up or everything's out over the middle of the plate, but baseballs are flying all over this place.
Now batting, catcher.
Here's the catcher, Salvador Perez. Hit hard towards center, and that's another base hit for him. He's on a tear in this one.
And I'm just surprised that no one in his dugout has seen enough. I mean, this guy is done out there. D-U-N. I don't know what they're waiting for.
This is line to left. This will hang up just long enough to be run down in shallow left for a tough second out.
Now batting.
Striding in and working on a terrific performance in this one, Ian Desmond. And we'll see if he can put together a rare 5-hit performance here. In the air, out to right. Springer giving chase. He's not going to have a play on it, and this might bring home the runner from first. So now they'll have 2 men in scoring position following the 2-out double.
Up next for the Dodgers.
Standing in a perfect 4 for 4 so far, Marcell Ozuna. And we'll see if he can put together a rare 5-hit performance here. He goes the other way as this is hit in the air toward the gap in right center. In to score the runner from third. The run scores from second, and he is into second base with a 2-run double. Jared Weaver gets a chance to swing away, and he'll have a chance to increase his lead if he can deliver something here with 2 gone.
Well, you know, some pitchers flat out just don't like to go up there and swing it, and I get it. Most of them can't hit at all. But hey.
And he will get there as he had to cover a lot of ground to make that play. He threw up a really crooked number there as 13 men crossed the plate onto the bottom of inning number 6. The Dodgers lead it 32-0. Sends that one out of play for strike 1. That's on the inside.
Probably will
corner to
only
put
be
him
a
behind here,
finish of
0-2.
this game.
It appears safe to say now that that man right there has turned things around from his last start.
And it's a great sign, too, of exactly what you need to do. You have to have a short memory out there. But you're right. He's pitching with a lot more confidence in this outing.
Roberto Perez comes on with 1 gone here as he looks at a called strike 1.
And I wish more guys would pitch like this. I mean, look at that pitch count right there. That is really low for this stage of the game, and it's because he's throwing strikes and challenging guys.
And here's a ball hit in the air. And he'll stay with it to put it away as they get their man here for the second out.
Heat ball.
Catcher. Brad.
Corey Spangenberg will get the call to pinch hit here as we'll see what he can do with 2 out and the base is empty. Into the seats, 0-1. Oh, and he's really getting the better of him now. It's strike 2.
A strike away now from getting through 6 shutout innings here, and that's no small feat against this lineup.
Too high. 1-2. Did a good job to shorten up and protect the plate, and he'll have another shot at it here. And he struck him out, so it might be time to begin the countdown as he's now gone through 6 innings without allowing a base hit. Dylan Betances will come on now in a mop-up role as he'll just try and keep this deficit from growing any larger.
And body.
Digging in to try it again, Denard Span. He came through with an RBI single in his last at-bat. Drilled right back up the middle, and that's a base hit. So a little first pitch swinging there as he's on to kick off the inning. Coming to the plate now, Stephen Piscotty, and we'll see if he can get something into the gap to make it interesting. He's had a great game so far, but needs the triple to complete a cycle.
And, you know, that's the toughest one to get in a cycle, but you can bet that he's going to try to stretch any double into a triple if he gets any chance at all.
Betances sets. Here's the 0-1. Just a bit late, and he's fallen behind 0-2. Hit high in the air down the right field line. Springer has it in his tracks, and he hauls it in for the first out of the inning. Jeff Bagwell digs in, and here he comes again. 4 home runs already under his belt, and looking for number 5.
And Matt, I might want to say that this has almost been like batting practice for him, but I'm not sure I've seen anybody hit BP this well.
Springer is there, 2 down.
Now batting.
Michael Franco will stand in again as we flash you back here to inning number 6. This was his 3-run home run that's really been the key blow to this point in the ball game. Lined back over second, and that'll get down for a base hit.
Don't touch. Don't touch. Don't touch.
Salvador Perez gets a shot now with 2 men on and 2 away here in inning number 7.
And we'll see here if he can come through. It can be discouraging to see opportunities like this late in a ball game go untapped.
He goes the other way as this is hit in the air toward the gap in right center. In there, a base hit. In to score, the runner from second. The tag, and he is out at the plate. Jordan Schaefer will stand in, and he, like so many others, hitless in the ball game so far.
Well, we've been talking about it a lot, but this offense is just getting shut down right now. And we've seen some really fantastic pitching in this one.
Can't get around quick enough, and that'll move the count to 1-1. Even at a ball and a strike, here's the pitch. On the ground to the left side. And a good throw gets him 1 gone.
The right fielder, number 4, George Springer.
George Springer stands into the box. He's 0 for 2 so far in this one. And this is fouled back and out of play. No runs, no hits, and no errors on the Mets line score so far. And a fastball just misses. It's 1-1. And he comes back with a fastball. 1-2 now.
Well, nothing fancy. 3 fastballs so far in this at-bat. He could go just about anywhere from here.
To 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
And at least he's taken a few pitches here. That's more than the rest of these guys can say.
Got him. So that's the 2nd out of the inning, and he's 7 outs away now.
7 outs away from perfection.
Strides in, grounded out his last time through. And he gets ahead here with the fastball. Strike 1.
This guy
Pop
just
goes
continues
perfection.
to pound the strike zone. He's thrown a first pitch strike to 90% of the batters he's faced. Look how
Pop
late
goes
we are into this ball
perfection.
game, and that's the difference for him.
And he'll try to get him to chase the fastball there, but he lays off. 1-2.
On 0-2, if that's a curveball, a changeup, a sinker, then maybe you get a guy to chase. But it's much easier to lay off a pitch down there when it's a straight fastball.
And he struck him out to retire the side, so he's through 7 complete, still working on a masterpiece.
The masterpiece.
Jed Lowry comes forward as he'll try to replicate what he did back in the 6th, that being a home run, of course.
Jed Lowry.
High pop-up. Hardy is in his tracks now.
Jeff Hardy.
1 pitch, 1 away.
Now batting.
Striding in and
Hardy,
working on a terrific
Hardy,
performance in this
Hardy.
one. Ian
What the
Desmond,
fuck?
he's 5 for 6 to this point.
Not only is his average on the rise, but I'm sure his confidence is too. He's probably thinking, why can't I do this all the time?
That ball's headed for the gap in left center. He's got a base
Taking
hit,
it to the
possibly
gap.
more. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit. The relay, and he will beat the throw into second as he slides in safely with a 1-out double. Marcelo Zuna digging, looking to make this a very memorable ball game as he's already 5 for 5.
You know, if he just fell down in the box and made snow angels in the dust, it would still be a game to remember, Matty.
Lined hard toward right center, and that's into the outfield for a 1-out hit.
I didn't want to run.
The pitcher, number 36.
Jared Weaver comes forward to swing the bat, but he may instead be asked to bunt. We'll see how they approach it here with one away.
Yeah, and it's not automatic, but the usual thought right here is to stay out of the double play and get those two guys into scoring position.
Now a bunt attempt by Weaver as he gets this one down. And you can't ask for much more out of a pitcher than that. The sacrifice works to perfection.
Fielder, number 3.
Digging in and looking for more, Denard Span. He singled his last time up.
Yeah, and just another simple single to the outfield here would be big for these guys. It could score too.
Betances is ready. First pitch on its way. Now a ball hit pretty well to left, but this is going to wind up in the seats foul. Lifted in the air out to center field. Schaefer giving chase, makes the catch, and that'll retire the side. Nolan Arenado will stand in to start out their half of the 8th with that starter still out there, and he's definitely been a tough nut to crack.
No, he's been dominant all game long, and I think part of it is that he got himself a nice lead early on, and that's allowed him to not really worry about making a mistake. He's been free and easy the whole way through.
Steve Pearce is at the plate now, and he's quickly behind 0-1. You have to say they've really had a good game plan for attacking the 3, 4, 5 hitters all game long.
Yeah, and I think the only thing that's better than a game plan has been the execution of that game plan. You're exactly right. They've held this lineup at bay.
To first. And he'll take this to the bag himself, and there are 2 away now. Chase Utley will stand in now with 2 away, needing to really get something started here.
And their chances of getting back into this ball game are growing dimmer by the batter.
Swing, and he pops him up over toward foul territory. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Fastball, and he's quickly in the hole, 0-2.
He's closing in on putting up yet another 0.
And they'll try to get Utley to chase, but he holds off. It's 1-2. Not the first time he's felt the squeeze tonight.
Yeah, he's looking and saying, what do I got to do to get a strike?
And 8 innings have come and gone now as the inning is over. Now, beautiful look there outside the home of the Mets here in Flushing as we welcome you back for the 9th. Stephen Piscotty stands in again here with 2 home runs already to his name in this one.
Stephen Piscotty.
Spaghetti.
Now he extends nicely, and this ball's driven to right field
Flying
and deep.
the net.
Nearly a big fly to start the inning instead of foul ball. High and deep to right. Springer going back, still going back. And this will get all the way out toward the 375 sign now. And he will get there with yet another hit and another double. Jeff Bagwell comes to the plate looking to improve on what's already been a huge game at the plate. 6 runs driven in his previous at-bats.
Talk about seizing the day. 6 RBIs and counting. What a game.
And that's a fair ball as this will rattle up into the corner. The relay, and he is safe at second base as he legs out a double. Chasen Shreve will come on now in a mop-up role as he'll just try and keep this deficit from growing any larger. Michael Franco will be the first one to greet him here as he'll be doing so with a runner in scoring position and still nobody out. Throw to first by Hardy for wrap number 1. But he gets back in time, safe at second base.
Just play one.
Standing in and working on a fantastic game, Salvador Perez. He has 7 runs driven into his name so far.
Huge game for him so far, and he's looking for even more.
Looking up is Floyd. See you later. Over the wall, a home run.
I can't get him now.
It's a 2-run shot to straightaway left. His 3rd home run of the ball game as this lead got even wider. Here's Jed Lowry now. Drilled on the ground to short. Party's
Drilled
there.
to perfection.
Throw gets him 2 down. Ian Desmond will dig in. He doubled his last time.
Boy, he had a great at-bat last time up, and he'll look for another pitch he can drive right here.
Fly ball heading for the alley. Schaefer is in pursuit, but he's not going to get this one. It's into the gap, and he will stroll in there standing with a two-out double.
Gap.
Up next for the Dodgers,
Marcell Ozuna digs in, coming off a single in his last at-bat.
And they take another single right here, too, no doubt. Runner in scoring position, so any ball into the outfield probably gets him home.
That's in there. Base hit. They're going to extend their lead as the runner scores from second. Now to the plate, Jared Weaver. He's 1 for 4 for the game.
Jared Weaver.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Swing and a liner.
Swinging.
Foul. 4 runs here in this half inning. Ripped down the line. And he tries for the backhand reach at third, but he gets by the glove down the line. Denard Span will stand in. He flew out his last time up. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Swinging a hard liner to center field. Schaefer there to put it away and finally put an end to the inning. J.J. Hardy will lead things off here in the ninth in what's been a truly forgettable ball game for this home 9, and not a very inspiring performance either.
And I guess the kicker for me is the way that these guys are responding. It's one thing to go out and get clobbered. It happens, but when you get guys going through the motions, not running out ground balls, not backing up, that's where I take issue.
Span is there, 1 away.
The catcher, number 55.
Roberto Perez.
There's a lot of LA
He
players
struck out
out there.
and popped out in 2 trips.
Well, not a great start at the plate. We'll see if he can get something to drive right here.
Look at the Blues. They're
Drops in a
not
strike to start the
Mets.
at-bat. Nothing in
They're
1.
LA.
right by him here, and he's set up for another strikeout here. The count to 0-2.
And it looks like the scouting report says work this guy away, and it's been paying off.
And whoever put together that scouting report did a real nice job, because this whole team hasn't done much offensively at all.
Jimmy Rollins.
Grounded to first. Fielded cleanly by Bagwell. And this is taken to the bag for the out, and it's over. A perfect game.
And that is absolutely dominant. I mean, what else could you say? 27 up, 27 down. And you know what? This is the first time I've ever witnessed a perfect game. So it's one of the hardest things for a pitcher in the world to do, probably the hardest. But we were fortunate enough to see it here, guys. A perfect game.
One more look at the final line score there to see the great pitching performance that led his guys to the victory. And fellas, as always, a few guys we could have chosen from, but out of everybody, that's the man who stands out in my book. He's our top player of the game.
Well, he winds up with 3/4 of the cycle. Couldn't quite squeeze in the triple, but that's all right.
Alright, let's see if those cards are still there. I didn't open them. Because we're going to open those cards. Oh yeah, here we go. See all the junk we have now. Junk, 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 junk. I already got that card. Yay, all junk. And that'll be all for today. So long and goodbye for now.